I don't know. I don't know Grace Primary School. I don't know Starlight Primary School. Maybe when you put a district, maybe when you put a place, that will help us to know. So this is how we are going to work. I believe you've met those teachers and they have taken you through all these. This is how we are going to work. We agree. You go to the site, you access this content the way it comes. In it, you should be able to access this content this way, the way it comes. You wait for the content to load. Even if it does not load like this, it must load the entire content. It brings English P6, tenses P6. So the topic we are dealing with is tenses and their passive forms. Remember, we dealt with if sentences in our free lessons. So we are going to deal with tenses and their passive forms. So we are not supposed to be limited to the work that is on the site, only the work that is on the site. We should be able to read far more than the work here. But this one gives you the basics. It gives you the basics. So you will need to read present tense. The tense is used for showing facts and showing abilities and showing repeated actions, habits, or customs. You need to read that. So here I put for you a video about tenses so you can get time off. It is 30 minutes. You watch it. It will help you so much. Let me first get to know. Let me start with you. Lynette, you said you don't have access to the work. What about you, Carvel Hathi? Do you have access to the work? Yeah, in Imbale. Yes. Carvel Hathi, do you have access to the work? No. What about you, Vanshka? Do you have access to the work? Do you access this content? No. Elizabeth, rather Lynette, I'm sorry. Lynette, this site loads slowly for the first few times that you open it. But the more you use it, your computer will get used to it and will be loading very fast. Okay, so let me put this link for you. For you, Vanshka and Happy, to see whether you can load it. You load and you tell me what comes. I have sent you a link. That link, you load it and you tell me what comes on your screen. Because that link is supposed to take you to the course directly. Vanshka, what do you see? Vanshka, unmute and tell us. What do you see? Sweni, you're welcome. Unmute your microphone and say hello to us.
Hello.
Sweni, where are you? Which school are you? Sweni? Okay. Vanshka, we are waiting for you to tell us, to give us the, I'm not seeing still, my net is slow. Okay, what about you? Let me stop sharing so that you can share with me and I get to see what you see, what you're seeing. Vanshka, share your screen. Share your screen, please. Cannot see it still. Okay, yeah, sure. So, wait a minute. Can see your screen now. Go to Zoom and you click on that link that I sent you. What happened? Yes, Vanshika? Yes, please. So I needed to know where you are finding a problem so that we can communicate with the tech team to help you. Kavial, Hathi, what about you? What are you seeing? Have you been able to load the work? Have you been able to load the work? Speak with us. Unmute and you tell us.
Not yet, teacher. Give me 1 minute.
Okay. That's okay. It's okay, Vanshika. So you will load it in your free time. And when you load it, you will need to read. You need to read all this, not all. You need to read. Sorry, we are facing a network problem. So that's what I was showing you. Has anyone succeeded? Has anyone succeeded? Lynette has succeeded. Lynette, you're going to share with us your screen. Let me stop sharing. Share your screen. Let's use that. Vanshika has not succeeded. What about you? Happy? Happy? Lynette, share your screen. Thank you. We cannot see, but we are going to be patient. Wait. Wait for you. Yes, exactly. So when you access it like that, you need to read, take take your time and read very well. Understand what the present tense, simple tense stands for. Lynette, scroll. Lynette, scroll. Yes. Take time, watch that video. Do some examples and illustrations there. There are some examples there. Lynette, scroll. Please scroll. Yes, oral work. Use the verb to Lynette, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. Please go back, go back, go back, go back. Yes, go back still. Yes. So there is some work here you can do on your own. There, Lynette, there. That's some work you can do on your own. Then after that work, you can go watch that video. So that's video number 2 about basic grammar. That video gives you the insight about the tenses and their passive voices. Passive voices. Lynette, you can scroll. Lynette, scroll. Yes. Then this is lesson 2. This is the present simple passive. What is the passive nature of a verb? Passive nature, Lynette, I think you know that. This is when we begin with the object of the sentence. When the object of the sentence is what we are interested in, when the emphasis is laid on the object, and then when active is when the emphasis is laid on the subject. So you can see in those cases, the passive form of this tense is formed by the helping verb, that is plus the past participle of the verb, e.g., Gandu eats cassava. Then that is active, then the passive is going to be cassava is eaten by Gandu. So Kato plays football, football is played by Kato, that is the passive voice. So you get down, Lynette, go down, scroll. If the doer, you can stop there. If the doer is not mentioned, it is not necessary to mention someone. If the doer is not mentioned, it is not necessary to mention someone. For example, someone beats Akisa. You say Akisa is beaten, but not Akisa is beaten by someone. Those ones are called unclear human agents in the, that is unclear human agents in the passive voice. Unclear human agents. Those ones are not mentioned. But when the agent is clear, like Lynette beats Akisa, there you will say Akisa is beaten by Lynette. But when the human agent is not clear, there you will forego it. The active voice can only change into the passive voice if the form of the sentence has both a subject and an object, e.g. Kato eats a lot. Such a sentence cannot change because it does not have any object. When you say Kato eats a lot, there is no object there. You can go down, the chairs can scroll. The use of so that, this is an adverbial degree. It shows the extent or the degree at which something creates an effect. That is between so and that there is another word or a phrase, usually an adjective or an adverb. So the two, because this is an adverbial or an adjective for conjunction, you can use it away. So Joash was a rich man, he bought a large piece of land. Joash was so rich that he bought a large piece of land. So you can see the difference. There. Let's go to scroll. Let's scroll. So that is so that you will take on the activity. There are several numbers. Then we get to the past tense. Scroll in it. The past tense. Yes, the past tense is used to show that an action happened in the past. No auxiliary or helping verb is used before the main verb in a sentence. So the past tense does not take any helping verb. Let me first pause and find out whether there is someone with a question. Is there anyone with a question? Anyone with a question? Okay, there are no questions. Lynette, scroll. So that is the past tense. You will do the past tense. So here we take you through some of the past tense, how verbs change from the present to the past. Lynette, you can scroll. Thank you, Lynette. And this we have done several times, so we are not going to suffer a lot. Please scroll. So later you watch that video. I'm not saying you should do all this in one day. You can take your time and produce good work. Make sure that you've understood. If you don't understand something, you ask. You watch this video, so you will also come and use the following words to complete sentences in the past tense. You will find them in the assignment. Then you can scroll. After the past tense, you come to the past simple tense and the passive form of the past simple tense. It uses helping verb was and were plus the participle form of the verb. There are examples here. A dog killed a rat, that is the active. Then the passive is gonna be a rat was killed by a dog. Actually, it had to change. There is a mistake there. He dug those pits last evening. Those pits were dug by him last evening. After that, there are some structure patterns. The use of so that, in order, and so as. They all mean the same. So that, remember, this so that is different from the other so that we talked about. So you can, these three carry the same message. They are used in the same way. Only that so that takes can in the past and could in the present. So here there are three structures. These three structures are dealt with together because they are used in the same way and thus have the same meaning. These conjunctions are used when one wishes to state the reason for doing something. The only difference is that so that uses either can or could. So you say, they came here so that they can, or they came here so that they could. That is in the past. They come here so that they can. They go to school so that they can. They went to school so that they could. So it uses either could or can. Please scroll. Lynette? Lynette, are you there? Scroll, scroll. Lynette. We've lost you. We have lost Lynette. Okay, so those are some of the things that you are going to do in your, take your time and do quality work. So for us, we are here to help you in case you come across something you don't understand. Feel free to ask. In case you come across something you don't understand, we are available to help you. We are available to help you. Okay? As we wait for Lynette to get back to the group, Here is the work. I think we are done as far as the past present continuous tense is concerned. We had gone as far as the present continuous. Lynette is here, I think. Lynette, I'm going to stop sharing and you share. Lynette, please go ahead and you share. Lynette, please go ahead and you share your screen. Share your screen. Thank you. Yeah, Lynette, it is okay. So we had reached to the present continuous tense. The present continuous tense uses the present participle forms of the verbs, and the rules are there. Singular forms use is, plural forms use plural pronouns and singular noun, plural nouns and singular and plural pronouns use are. Pronoun I uses I. So we have studied this. Let's scroll. Yes, let's scroll. Yes. These are some of those verbs that we have dealt with: lying, tying. You say IE, drop IE, adopt Y, and add ING. Then we have a structure pattern here, such that. So here you will also do that. It carries the same sense like so that, so as, yeah. Yes, go ahead. Scroll in it. So that's the work you're supposed to do. That's the work. And then we have the other structure here. 2, 2. 2, 2 is another structure. We learn how to use it. But even here, it will help you a lot. You'll find examples from which you can practice. Let's scroll. 2 is also an adjectival and adverbial structure. It can be an adjectival structure, it can be an adverbial structure. But it is used in the negative and makes sentences negative. So the basket is very heavy, Martin can't lift it. The basket is too heavy for Martin to lift. That one is supposed to be removed. The last it, we don't have it. Yes, let's scroll. When you use it, you don't need to use the last pronoun. It is best used in B. In B, was very, very well used. The number is too hard for me to solve, so you don't need to bring back the 2. So you will do the work. There you go. Every section has got exercise for you to test, to try. Then we have the present perfect. Scroll, Lynette. The present perfect. In this tense, the action occurs a few moments before the present time. It is formed by a helping verb has or have plus the participle. If the subject is singular, you use has. If the subject is plural, you use have. So we have some examples here. So you need to go back to the tenses that we did earlier, and you get to know which one is the present participle, which one is the past participle. So you use it with the past participle. For example, if the sentence is, if the verb is eat, The past tense of that verb is ate, and the past participle of that verb is eaten. So you use the past participle, which is eaten, and you say they have eaten. So let's scroll. Let's scroll. Those are just exercises that you will need to take care of. Still scroll exercises. Then there is the passive form. Here you introduce the word been. The word been is a form of the verb, helping verb to be. Been is a form of helping verb to be. So I have written 2 letters today. 2 letters have been written today. Someone has just taken my rubber. My rubber has just been taken. So that's the present perfect tense passive form. You can scroll. One thing that I know they are clear, you can easily understand if you give them time. Please go ahead, Lynette. Lynette, have we lost you again? Thank you, Lynette. Please scroll. Lynette, scroll. We have structure patterns here. We have both an and we have not only. Not only, but also. Those are also correlative conjunctions that can be used. So we have both. And Egypt is dry and dusty. Egypt is both dry and dusty. Not only is Egypt dry, but also dusty. Kato is hardworking. Kato is creative. Kato is both hardworking and creative. Kato is not only hardworking, but also creative. Not only is Kato hardworking, but also creative. So you give them time and you understand them with examples. So after that, we get to the past continuous. It is used, this tense is used for longer unfinished actions. They started in the past and continued in the past. Like we were screaming during holidays. You started and you continued after some time. So that is the past continuous. The dog was chasing a kidnapper. It started chasing and continued chasing. That's the essence for the past continuous tense. Yes, you can scroll. You can scroll. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Go ahead. Please go ahead, Lynette. The past continuous, it also has its passive. Where we use was being. Being denotes. Every time you see being used in the passive voice, it shows the continuity. It shows that the main verb was continuous. That's what it shows. Please go ahead. And wa is for plural. Was is for singular subjects. Please go ahead. Please go ahead. So there are examples given to you there. Please go ahead, Lynette. We have a video to watch about tenses still. Then we get to the past perfect. Past perfect uses helping verb had plus the participle. That's the only change from the present perfect. The present perfect uses has and have, whereas the past perfect uses had. Yes, please go ahead. Lynette, go ahead. Lynette, are you there? Okay, the video. After watching the video, past perfect is there. There are also some structural patterns here. That is either and or. That is a correlative conjunction. Very familiar. You are very familiar with it. We start learning about it in P4. So you will find easy time. You find an easy time learning it. Please scroll. Lynette. Please scroll. Go ahead. So that is, go ahead. That is either. And then the opposite of either is neither. Either is an affirmative structure. Neither is a negative structure. It is used in negative sentences. The other one is used in affirmative sentences. So, but they are used in the same way. The subject-verb agreement is the same. Neither David nor Juma has ever been abroad. That means David has never been abroad. Juma has never been abroad. John is neither clever nor handsome. That means John is not clever. John is not handsome. So scroll. Go ahead, Lynette. Go ahead, Lynette. Scroll. This is an activity for that. Thank you. We have and so and neither. And so and neither, they are used, and so is used in the positive sentences or affirmative, whereas and neither is used in negative sentences, but they are used the same way. Or the only difference is one is used in the positive sentences, whereas the other one is used in negative sentences. So and neither negative, and so positive. So you read and you'll be able to understand that. Please go ahead. Prefer, you know, prefer, we all know prefer, and that will mark the end of the unit. When you have finished going through each and everything, don't first write. Okay, you can go through each and everything as you write, but there is an assignment. This assignment has everything as you've been seeing the activities here. So you go take on the assignment. When you have finished the assignment, there we shall consider you to have finished that unit. Then you can take on another unit just like that. Like that. Okay, so Lynette, you can stop screen sharing. And I find out. Thank you, Lynette, so much. Thank you so much. Vashka, have you been able to load the site?
No.
You will need to load it. Vashka?
Too slow. Okay. Yes.
Have you been able? The network is too slow.
Yes, my network is too slow.
Where are you? You are the one in Mbale?
No.
Where are you? In Kampala?
Tororo.
Yeah, you are in Tororo. Okay. You will need to load it because you need to be able to read. You need to be able to read. Load it and you download it as an offline site. Okay. When it loads, you download it as an offline site so that you can be able to read.
Okay.
Then yes. Then Hathi. Have you been able to load? Hathi? Okay, Lynette, I saw your assignments. We are going to be marking them and giving you the feedback. Hafi cannot also load it, but I need you to load it. Would you drop your numbers in here in the chat so that I can give them to the tech team to call you and they help you from wherever you are? Sweni, have you been able to load the content?
No.
Say that again.
No.
No. Okay, so don't mind. I'm going to give your numbers to the tech team. Drop them, put your numbers here so that they can call you to help you. Are you writing them? So Lynette, for you, you can load the work. With tomorrow or today, when you get time, go start reading one by one. Don't skip something. If you note something you cannot understand by yourself, ask. If there is something you cannot understand by yourself, ask. I'll be more than ready to help you. Okay?
Yes.
Hathi and Vanshka and Sweni, I am just waiting for you to put your telephone numbers so that we can get to contact you and we help you. The tech team will help you. Vashka, your number is here. That's good. What about Sweni? Sweni, put your number. Thank you. Thank you. 072 790 This is Sweni. Then 0778110007. This is Hafi. Okay, is there any question that I need to answer before we end this call?
No.
Vashka, your number does not make 10 digits. Your number has 9 digits. Vashka, your number has 7 digits, please. Correct it. Then for others, I will expect to meet you when you have done something. That work is good enough to take us through for another 2 to 3 weeks. Yes. So I would love to meet you when you've done something, when you have covered some good work. Yes. Vanshka, it's only your number that I'm waiting for. It had fewer digits. Otherwise, we have come to the end. Yes, they are going to show us how to search the internet. So you can just leave here and you join the Zoom. They are going to teach us how we can navigate the system. So all of us who are having problems, make sure that you join the Zoom call that is going to happen at 5, so that they can show you how do you open the work, how do you open an account, how do you attempt the assignment, how do you submit an assignment when you've attempted it. So make sure that you attend. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Vanshka, thank you for putting this number 0775 566866051. Vashka. Thank you so much. We can leave. Bye-bye.
Bye.